What's up, guys? I hope you're having a great day today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you like these videos and like the channel, just go subscribe down below or give it a like. It really helps us grow, so it's always appreciated. Onto the topic of today's video, a lot of people have been asking me, should they invest in Genesis mining? Should they invest in Hashflare? Should they invest in mining in general? And I just wanted to clear a bit of that up for you guys today. So, diving right into it, I'm going to come over here to my Hashflare account. So, as you can see down here, I have 7 terahash of mining power on Hashflare, and Genesis Mining, the platform I talked about before, only have 5 terahash. So, why have I invested more into Hashflare than Genesis Mining? Let me just start off by saying I think mining is one of the most profitable things you can actually do in cryptocurrency right now. I can show you exactly why in a little bit with the mining calculator that we've used before, but basically it's just a fantastic way of investing in passive income right now, and passive income is really one of the most important things when it comes to investing and trying to generate wealth. So let me just break down the differences between Hashflare and Genesis for you. Hashflare is a 1-year contract, so after the first year, your initial buying gets terminated and everything you start from scratch, whereas Genesis Mining carries on for life, or at least until it stops becoming profitable. Now, the reason I like this is because A, the pull fees, so the maintenance fees on your hardware, are cheaper on Hashflare, and B, it's a great way of investing just for the next 1 year. It's a nice short-term, easy in and out passive income. So, with my 7 terahash over here, that cost me $1,050. And I just want to show you how profitable the 7 terahash for $1,050 that is. Obviously, no matter what you're investing, it's going to have its own individual returns. But I'm going to show you exactly my figures, how much it's gone into in rands, and how much it's paying me out in rands, and just break it down for you guys so you have a nice way of seeing how profitable and nice this actually is. Another awesome thing is from the day you put the money in, it starts paying you out. Mining happens immediately. With Genesis Mining, it only happens a couple months later. So Hashflare, absolutely fantastic platform, and literally I bought my first contract. I put more into one of my contracts last night, and the returns started happening immediately today. I'm already seeing the return. So I'm going to come over here to my mining calculator. We always have to use this to see exactly how much you're putting in, how long it's going to take to pay stuff off, and how much profit we're looking to make overall. So for me, like I said, $1,050. I'll break it down into rands for you in a little bit, but for now, 7 terahash, power is 0, power cost is 0, and the pool fees on Hashflare are 20%. Genesis Mining is 28%. So a little bit lower fees, and about $1,050. So I'm going to go ahead and click calculate, and as you can see, even though my contract is going to terminate within a year, I make my initial $1,050 back in 84 days. So I break even at 84 days, and everything after that, the extra 280 days after that, is all profit. So off this $1,050 that I paid, I'm going to end up making these amounts hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So let's take a look at the monthly one. I feel like that's always the most important one, and then the yearly after that. So monthly, my $1,050 is going to earn me $372, which means that after 3 months, so just under 84 days, I'm going to break even. And everything after that is profit. So I'm going to break this down for you in rands so you can get a nice idea of what you can expect to earn and what you're putting in. So initially I put down 10,000. Let's break this down nicely. 1,050. Sorry, I keep getting ahead of myself. 10,000 would be nice. $1,050, which is 14,285 rand. Okay, so let's go into that. And every single month, my payout is $372.58. So that's what I'm earning each month from this contract. Go into that. That's 5,067 rand. So 5,000 and 69 Rand, sorry, getting a little muddled. Just off of my Hashflare, I'll come over to my Genesis mining. I have 5 terahash that cost me $880. So let's go re-enter that. 5 terahash. Pool fees are around 28%, and I'm just doing this to show you the differences in Genesis mining and Hashflare, other than the fact that one's for 1 year and one's lifetime. And that cost me about $880. So now my Genesis mining with my 5 terahash is going to be paying me $239 a month. So let's go into that. 239, so 3,251. Okay, first let me work out. So that's the amount I put down. Okay, 880 and 3,290, I believe. 239. Right, 3,251. 3,251. So that means in total, I've put down. Let's go take a look. I just like to break this down for you, just so you know exactly what I've put in, exactly what I've put out. It's no bullshit. It's no blowing smoke up anyone's ass. It's literally just the figures. So these two totaled together, 26,257, and monthly, my 26,257 is paying out. Let's use exact figures. I could have just added that up, but let's go for the exact figures. 50693251 monthly. This is paying me 8,320 Rand. This is just off my mining. So obviously BitConnect also has its own form of returns. This is literally just mining. So every single month I'm getting an income of 8,320 Rand just off mining. And I'm going to talk to you about a nice method I like to use between Hashflare and Genesis mining that I think is, you know, it's the way I choose to do it, but you may have a different way of approaching it, but this is how I like to do it. So each month, my Hashflare pays me 5,000, let's just round it down, 5,000 Rand a month, okay? So after I've broken even, all the 5,000 Rand I'm getting per month, I'm putting back into Genesis mining to generate my Genesis mining, which is a lifetime term. So even though this only runs for a year, I break even after 84 days, and then everything else after that's profit. And that profit I save up, and I drop into Genesis mining, which is lifetime. So I'm using my passive income that I'm getting from Hashflare to build the passive income I'm getting from Genesis mining, and eventually I'm just going to use them both to kind of just build each other up. So that I'm constantly getting higher returns in passive income, and you know, I don't really have to put much down above what I've just put in, the initial amount I put in, these values over here. I'm not going to add anything above that. I'm just going to use the profits off of both of them to kind of keep building each other up, and that's how I like to use it, because, well, at the end of the day, why would you not want an increase in your passive income? Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through a little bit about how to invest in Hashflare, how you're going to be withdrawing, and you know, I'll do a small amount for Genesis mining as well. I can't really show you the Genesis mining process. That's because the contracts are already sold out. So because they're lifetime, they sell out really quickly. These are also going to be selling out on Hashflare, so I would still get these rather quickly. But you know, Genesis mining does have a habit of selling out way faster. So after you've created your Hashflare account, you're going to see a bunch of pop-ups over here, and basically what they're going to say is you're going to need to buy hash rate and you're going to need to add a wallet. So immediately you can come up here and flashing in front of you, buy hash rate. So I've chosen to opt for SHA-256, which is one mining method. There's also script. I'm not quite sure. I've never done investing into script mining before, so I just go with what I know. Go to SHA-256. Now you can obviously move this around, get however much you want, but I did one 4 terahash buy and one 3 terahash. So as you can see, that'll end up adding up to $1,050. So then you go ahead and click proceed, and it's going to ask you for your payment method. So this will look fairly straightforward, and select payment method. You can pay with all of these different methods. I ended up paying with Bitcoin just because I have Bitcoin to spend. You will get these notices saying that there's been the congestion with Bitcoin, but that's happening across all Bitcoin sites right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say I confirm and continue. Then, easy as 1, 2, 3, pay with Bitcoin, and you're going to get a link up here, an address to send your Bitcoin to. So after you have your Bitcoin, obviously if you're paying with card, it's just going to go straight through. But if you are specifically paying with Bitcoin, here is your address that you send to. You just copy paste it and your amount of Bitcoin right here. And then after you've made the transaction, the screen will refresh and just say thank you. And it'll take about 120 minutes to show up in your dashboard over here. And then withdrawing just as easy. This is your daily payout. So this is how much Bitcoin I got today. This was only when mining with, I believe, 3 terahash. The other 4 only came in later. But you just go ahead and click withdraw here. When you have a sufficient amount, it literally withdraws it straight into your wallet. To add your wallet, go into settings. And down here, you can add in your Bitcoin wallet or all of your other wallets that you may have, depending on what you're mining. So that's really straightforward. When you click withdraw, it'll get deposited straight into your Bitcoin wallet, and there you go. There's your returns. You will notice that there is a reinvest button over here. I'm not choosing to reinvest because, like I said, Hashflare is only a 1-year contract. So I want to take all the profit I'm getting off of my 1-year contract and dump it into Genesis Mining, which is an indefinite contract. It's open-ended, meaning it will mine until it stops generating profit. So that's one method I'm using to generate money for Genesis Mining, which is in turn generating more and more passive income. So as you can see, Hashflare, really easy to use. Genesis Mining is even easier. The only downside is there aren't contracts available right now, which means I can't really show you how to purchase and how to set everything up. What I do want to do for you guys, just because, if you manage to make it this far, you're obviously interested. I'm going to show you exactly yearly figures of how much my investment is going to make. Bear in mind, Hashflare will end after a year. So once I've gotten that profit out, I'm going to have to choose to reinvest if I want to continue mining with Hashflare. Genesis is open-ended, so the figures will be correct for this year, but obviously bear in mind that the Hashflare amount will be taken out afterwards. So I'm going to come over here to my calculator. And this is already my Genesis Mining that we calculated earlier, which is $2,914 a year. So let's come over here, 2,914, 39,645. Okay, so 39,645, and my Hashflare is going to make me 7 terahash, 0020, and it costs me about 1,050. My Hashflare is going to get me 4,533. So 4,533, 61,673. So let's add those up. Just to be exact, 39,645 plus 61,673 is 101,318. So I initially invested 26,257 Rand. Okay, so that's all I've put in, 26,257 Rand into mining. After a year, that 26,000 Rand is going to be looking at current market price of Bitcoin, which, as we all expect, Bitcoin is going to keep going up. So this value is actually going to grow. So people that are looking at this thinking, oh, that's not realistic. Bitcoin is going up in price. So this value is actually smaller than it's going to be. My 26,257 Rand is going to be 101,318 Rand. And that's going to pay me 8,320 Rand a month. So an additional salary for some people off of just letting this investment run. You put your money up front and it just runs for you day by day when these values are only going to increase with the price of Bitcoin. So basically, these mining contracts don't mine dollars, they mine Bitcoin, which means that every year it's going to mine that amount of Bitcoin, month, this amount of Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin is going up, which means those amounts are going to equate to more dollars. So all of these figures over here, all of the earning figures are going to go up. but my initial investment amount is always going to be my initial investment amount. So that's why mining is so profitable, and I just want to show you guys, after a year, what kind of returns you can expect with that amount of money down. So, I hope that really sums up Hashflare and Genesis Mining for you guys. If you are going to be looking at contracts, use my link. They do give you discounts, and it also comes back to the channel so I can do giveaways for you guys. So, that's always awesome, both for me and for you. And I just hope today this was informative. It helped some of you guys out. I know a lot of you guys were asking me questions about mining, so I really hope this clears everything up. Hashflare, I'm willing to bet will sell out semi-soon. I did watch someone spend $100,000 on contracts last night, so I know that because he's promoting it and putting a lot of money down, a lot of people are going to be looking at Hashflare for the next couple of weeks, and I am willing to bet they're going to sell out of contracts as well. Like I said, the nice thing about Hashflare, it starts mining the second you put the money down. Genesis Mining, although it's a lifetime contract, it only starts 3 or 4 months after you've made the payment. So Genesis Mining isn't making me money right now, even though I have 5 terahash sitting there. Whereas Hashflare started making me money instantly. And I just hope you guys really enjoyed this. I hope this video ended up being a little bit shorter. I'll let you know when it goes into editing. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you guys next video.